You guys seem to have enjoyed the last one. Let's do an honest descriptions of all of the most overpowered anime characters ever. I asked you guys on Twitter who you guys thought was the most overpowered character in anime. Yeah, obviously I got accurate results. Thanks, guys. In any case, I got basically as good as I'd expect from you badass, sarcastic memers. And even though the last video didn't do that great, you guys seem to like it a lot, so I may actually try to make this a weekly series. Now let's see what you guys have in store for me for your top overpowered anime characters of all time. Let's start with Anime Uproar. So he says that the inevitable winner of the Dragon Ball Super Tournament of Power is gonna be Ultra Instinct Yamcha. Spoilers, man! God! I mean, everyone probably saw this coming already from the way it was leading up, but come on, dude. You're not allowed to say this stuff. Damn it. Next, we have the girl Otaku. Need she say anything with a beautiful gif of... No, she need not. Can't talk OP characters without talking about this bosom blue-haired beaut. As always, your taste is perfection. Unless I'm mistaken, this bosom blue-haired beaut is from Medaka Box, and this is Medaka Kurokami. For those of you who don't know, that literally translates to the black god, rice fish. Yes, Medaka means rice fish in Japanese. A proper name for an overpowered character. Her amazing character traits involve distracting her opponents with J-cup boobs. Yes, this is canon. Canon J-cup boobs. But yeah, pretty solid for an OP character. Next, we have every harem protagonist ever. Their powers of attraction are unreal. Yeah, that in itself is an honest description. I don't have much more to add to that one. Next, we have Ash Ketchup. Don't know why he's here. I mean, he loses every fucking tournament he ever entered. Anyway, moving on. Saiki Kuso. Glad you mentioned it because I was looking for a chance to tell you guys to go watch Saiki Kuso. Thanks, Extra Oil. You the man. Next, we have Pikachu. Yeah, what an overpowered character. Pikachu's amazing. It's this little mouse dude with no stats that took down crazy legendary Pokemon, even though it got its ass handed to him by a level 5 Snivy in the beginning of Black and White anime. How pathetic is that? Pikachu, you suck. Next, we have Saitama. Saitama, what are you talking about, overpowered? Pretty sure Seth, the programmer, debunked that one. I mean, he basically said he'd be destroyed by Krillin. How can you call Saitama overpowered? Yes, I'm being a little sarcastic because Saitama can own anyone in Dragon Ball. And no, I'm not just putting that on the table to detract my hand later. I am open for debate. If you guys want to come at me, Seth and Cuck, I'm around. I watched your latest video calling out people too scared to fight for their points. If you have anything you want to say, I'm down to hear. Next, we have the most OP character 100% is Sakura. Now, I tend to agree with you completely. Let's put things in perspective for a moment. So, at the beginning of Shippuden, Naruto and Sasuke were both decently strong. Sasuke was way more powerful at that point. I mean, that's pretty much goes without saying. But throughout Shippuden, Sasuke got way stronger. He unlocked about 14,000 different eyeballs and different Super Saiyan forms for those eyeballs. And Naruto decided it was cool to get the most stackable powers in history. Stacking Sage Mode and Kyuubi, Chakra, Rikudo Sennin, Sun and Moon, Super Saiyan, Hollow Ichigo mode. I mean, we all know that, and it was insane. So when we got to the final battle, when Sakura was in the same league as them, even though Sakura did not improve and she had her Byakugo seal, that for some unknown reason she was hiding throughout the entire series. I don't mean to be rude or anything, but for the majority of Shippuden, according to the canon, Sakura was way stronger than Naruto and Sasuke. Think about that one. Didn't think I'd actually need to be serious on these. Thought I could just get away with bullshitting, but no. No! The Irish otaku says Kizaru from One Piece. Why, just because the guy moves at the speed of light and can turn into light, that makes him overpowered or something? I don't know what you're talking about. And Nell moves at the speed of lightning, which is pretty damn fast, and still got his ass whooped by Luffy just because Luffy's immune to lightning. Don't see why, I don't know, infinite speed or something would make someone overpowered in the One Piece universe. So Irish otaku, I think you're mistaken on this one. Next, we have Issei from DxD. Yes, the insane power of his gravitational dick summons all women to his side, for that is their true purpose. He also gets any power-up he needs to get more women. That's the basic plot of DxD for those of you who don't know. You know, aside from that other plot of DxD. Shinji, Evangelion, need I say more? Yeah, you psycho ferret, you need to say more. How is Shinji overpowered? You mean the guy who's the only survivor of the world apocalypse because of ass pull gabbage? I don't see why that makes someone overpowered. The only thing I like about him is how he broke every anime trope ever. Usually, the character mans up eventually. Shigeo Kageyama. Well, funny you mention that for Mob Psycho because clearly Shigio's master is far stronger than he is. I mean, have you watched the show? Next we have Meruem from Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, which bad guy ever got beaten by a nuke? I don't remember any decently powerful villain from any form of media ever that involved battle shonen-esque properties that didn't get beaten by another character. This loser managed to get himself taken down by some conventional weapon that freaking Kim Jong-un could have done. Think about it like that. Kim Jong-un versus Meruem. The winner is Donald Trump. Tatsuya Shiba from Mahoka Koko no Retsusai. Why do you seem to think just because he invented every power ever and has every power ever that makes him overpowered? A lot of people have this issue with Mahoka Koko, but personally I think they're just mistaken and distracted by the fact that this guy has so many powers and they don't realize the true beautiful incest romance subplot going on. And that's where your attention should really be focused. Because that's where anime shine. Look at the last few seasons of anime. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. That's what we're looking for. Meliodas from Nanatsu no Taizai. Yes, what a brilliantly done overpowered character. So brilliant, in fact, that I made a video why he's such a brilliant overpowered character. But once we're in honest description territory, I can express how whenever he wasn't the main focus of an arc, he got his ass handed to him. Think about it for a second. In the arc that was focused on King, he got his ass whooped by Guila. In the arc that was focused on Gother, he got his ass whooped by fucking everybody. He fights with Gil Thunder. Fucking Gil Thunder. In the Forest of Wet Dreams. Yeah, that's what I called the forest. And, pretty sure he was incapacitated after that. Whoa, what an overpowered character. Next, we have any tsundere from any anime. I don't know about any tsundere from any anime. Recently, anime have been getting smarter and have been implanting about 4 or 5 dozen tsunderes into each anime to avoid this very problem you speak of, where they only make the main love interest tsundere crazy overpowered. I don't know, fam. I'm pretty sure Taiga can whoop Aizen's ass if there was ever a crossover. Yo, Seth, my boy, pull out some stats, will ya? Next, we have Konata Izumi, who says, Kirito, the best anime character of all time for the best anime of all time, which is a quote from Anime Recon. A very valid quote. And Kirito, despite what most people think, he is not an overpowered character. Overpowered means more powerful than they should be, or more powerful than they should rightfully be. Kirito is the perfect amount of overpowered, as you can see in most of Mother's Basement's videos, where he expresses the genius writing in Kirito that not only makes him one of the most relatable and well-developed characters of all time, but also makes him one of the most rightfully power-scaled anime protagonists of all time as well, especially from a harem anime. This guy just grinded and grinded and grinded until, you know, he got to the point that he was a few levels higher than everyone else. Numbers mean everything, and anyone who says any other anime is just better, even if I haven't seen that anime, I know for a fact that anime is absolute shit. And that's a quote also from Anime Recon to counter yours. You're welcome. Next, we have Creepy Old Man. Thank you, Creepy Old Man, for playing. Since a new season of Fairy Tail is coming out this year, you should do Natsu. Only if you want to, though. Well, personally, I don't really want to. I don't want to talk about a character that's only overpowered when he's fighting the final villain of every arc the second time. Because as you know, the first time he fights the main villain of the arc, he gets destroyed. And that time he was fighting that villain, usually he's with like 5 or 6 other guys. And all 5 or 6 of those guys get their ass whooped by Zero. Or by Hades, or by Jalal, or by Jalal, or by Jalal. Yes, he was like the main bad guy of like 24 arcs of the damn show. In any case, the beautiful part of Fairy Tail and Natsu's penis penis is, for the most part, when someone's overpowered, the next arc comes around and either no one poses a threat to him because he's just too strong, or he's weaker again and we don't understand why he's weaker. Natsu is in a unique situation where he's only overpowered fighting the final villain of every arc because he gets some crazy form of ether nano golden fire lightning dragon plot cake that he gets to shove up his ass. I'm sorry, I meant mouth. I get easily confused. He just talks too much shit. That by the time the next arc comes around, he's all wuss again so he can get his ass beat by Jalal next time. Woohoo! The thrill. Next, TJ, the Jolteon Master, says Tobias from Pokemon. Glad you mentioned him because that's why Diamond and Pearl was the last Pokemon gen I actually followed. Ash is finally almost in the running to possibly have a shot at a victory. Duh, he's not gonna win. They need to make 17 more seasons of this shit before they change the rules and tournaments completely. But in any case, he's up against a freaking legendary. Also, Tobias, get a fucking haircut. I was a little confused because in the beginning when you said Tobias from Pokemon, I thought you were talking about Birdkeeper Toby for a second, and he's overpowered in a totally different way. So we'll move on. Next, we have Jason, who suggests Aizen, and I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name, for I fear the worst. So now I agree with you. I think Aizen is insanely overpowered. Overpowered to the extent that I believe Ichigo should have actually lost to him, and sorry Seth again, but so should Madara. Let me explain why. His fucking Shikai. Whoever looks at it is under an unstoppable mind control. Now, he decided not to use this power against Ichigo because obviously he way surpassed this power. But, hey, douchebag, why not show him fucking sword?
Well, probably because he was too busy testing his powers.
Well, why do you need to test your powers if you have the most overpowered attack in history of mankind? Oh, but it's a Shikai, so we don't need to go there. We don't need to use it. Fuck you, Aizen, seriously. Next, we have Sora and Shiro from No Game, No Life. I don't know why you left your answer blank, but moving on. Giorno Giovanna. JoJo's Part 5. When? Asta from Black Clover. So I tend to agree with you. And what I like about him isn't only that he's overpowered, I like how I've never actually seen a supersonic scream as a protagonist ability before. So I personally found that very interesting. Next, we have Jumex. What else can you say about Madara? You don't want to press me on the matter. Next, we have Moomin Rider. Yes, Seth, Moomin Rider can kick Krillin too. Fucking love that guy. Inspiration to us all. I don't know anyone else that could cycle while standing. You disrespectful plebs. Next reply is from Satan saying, easy, it's Mr. Satan from Dragon Ball. So, you see, the thing is, if I would be a Dragon Ball YouTuber, Mr. Satan would be my Lord Twigo. So, absolutely, 100% agree with you on this one. No need for an honest description. Respect, man. Jenna says, Shiro Emiya from the Fate franchise, you can't get rid of him. I know, you can't fucking get rid of the guy. Jesus. Episode 1 of the anime, the guy can freaking harden a piece of paper, and final episode of the anime is like the strongest rogue spirit of all fucking time.
People die if they're killed.
Yeah, except for you, Shiro. Dies in episode 1, comes back to life. Seriously, man, take your own advice. Nobody says Ultra Instinct Shaggy, and this goes without saying, possibly one of the greatest anime characters of all time. Oh wait, Scooby-Doo's not an anime.
Fuck you. Fight me.
What was that, Mother's Basement? I didn't hear you.
Fuck you. Fight me.
Weren't you the guy that was saying something about Avatar being an anime because technically in Japan it's considered an anime if it's a cartoon animation even though it's from America? So yeah, I'm pretty sure that Shaggy qualifies as anime as well. Sorry, but it's all or nothing here, Jeff. Chandler West says everyone's favorite anime anti-hero. It's weird, he's talking about Lelouch, but he put a picture of Ainz from Overlord there. Huh, guy's clearly confused. Moving on. Next, we have a lot of talking to do. We have Effigy, or whatever the hell you pronounce your name, who says, why are you asking this? Obviously, Twigo is the best overpowered character. I can't believe you'd sully his name without an appropriate title before it. The great and powerful Lord and Savior Master Twigo-sama Senpai deserves far more praise than you merely spewing his name like it's some friend of yours or something. Some of you realize this. Andre Florin says Sir Twigo. But I'm sorry, man. I don't think Sir is enough of a credential for this masterpiece of a creation. Caster for Life says Lord Twigo, clearly understanding a little better, but he states it like it's something that's worthy of debate. I ask, who's your favorite OP character? And you say Lord Twigo? Like, did we not already know that? But Marwan Shakshuki, with a sick name, sorry if I screwed it up, says, I think we all know that the almighty Lord Twigo is head and shoulders above everyone else. Wouldn't you agree? Like, am I the fool for asking the question? And yes, you are. Lord Twigo is the greatest and easily most powerful anime character of all time. If you don't get the joke, feel free to watch some of my other videos and subscribe because Lord Twigo is the greatest thing known to mankind. And of course, I have my limited edition Twigo merch. Feel free to hit the link in the description. Yes, I'm not just joking. I'm not just memeing. Twigo merch in the house. Paying my due respect for the greatest anime character of all time. But he is still not the top of this list. I left my personal favorite and the only truly accurate answer. Because when I talk about most overpowered anime characters of all time, there really is only one true answer and the rest can't actually be the top. They can't be the pinnacle. But Skeleton Boy understands that Lost Paws is stupidly overpowered. When I think of overpowered anime characters, my mind instantly darts to Noble Senpai. A man truly worthy of all of our awe and fear. A man who giggles for 10 minutes of every one of his 10-minute videos about anime titties, and who is essentially anime PewDiePie. Whether he's reacting to self-roasts or he's doing some of the cringiest shit on the face of the planet. It's only a matter of time before he buys a cool chair and starts climbing out of his closet. But I think talking to billboards is step one, so congratulations, Noble, you have reached that point. But all All this makes him a meager, overpowered anime character. What makes him truly the pinnacle? No, it's not the cosplay of Boku no Pico, and no, it's not the perfect cosplay of Kirito, one of the greatest anime characters of all time as already established. Behind the giggly bitch that is Noble, that we all love so much, he hides a deep secret. At Otakuthon, when he met up with a bunch of other YouTubers, who was it that won the push-up contest? That's right, it was Noble. And who was the only one of the anime YouTubers there that was not affected by ingesting the most burning hot sauce that left everyone else on the floor? That's right, it was Noble. There is much more to this man that we do not see. Noble Senpai is more than an anime YouTuber. Noble Senpai is the flagship of freedom. I was considering making him an entry to my Overpowered character analysis videos that are actually serious videos, unlike the honest descriptions, just because of his splendor. Not trying to fire shots at him, but jelly-filled donuts are my favorite type of donuts too. Noble is my Kamina. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, it was a weird one because you decided to come to one of the subscriber-based honest descriptions where you guys control the flow and tide of the battle and not me. It's always dangerous when you guys are in control, especially recently. I don't know what came over you guys recently that you fucking took over my channel with your badass sarcastic memes. And oh my god, I just realized that Noble's gonna become another Swagkage. Oh my freaking shizzle. Oh no! In any case, again, if you like this one, we'll try to make this a weekly series. No promises, but we're gonna try. Link to my Twitter in the description. When I think of the next topic, I will post it on Twitter, and then I will hopefully record it the next day, where it takes some time to edit and pop it out in a week. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe to join the ranks of weirdos in the comment section, and leave a like to show if you actually want more of these, even though they're some of the weirdest fucking anime videos on YouTube. Yes, I will pat myself on the back now for being honored with that title. In any case, aside from all the times you guys seem to be competing with me for trying to out-meme me and out-sarcasm me, I really love all you guys and appreciate all the support you guys give the channel. I really wouldn't go through with making more of these without you. And when I say these, I mean all forms of my anime videos, whether it's the actual serious-ish analysis or it's the honest descriptions, especially this weekly series, which is the weirdest freaking thing I've ever seen in my life. But I really appreciate you guys. If you want to get your friends to compete in this, that would be sick too. I obviously didn't cover every Overpowered character, so feel free to leave the ones I missed in the comments with your own honest description on it. I'll see y'all in the next video. It should be a good one, and very different from this one. Stay weird, fam. And please don't make Noble another Swagkage, guys.